Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Most exciting man in boxing. Exciting man in boxing. Led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfella Sports TV.
What it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Melon here, man. 122 pounds, 10-5, man. Watch the Goodfella Sports TV, bro.
Hey, qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
Hey, this is the 989 assassin, Jermaine Franklin Jr. Shout out to Goodfella TV.
Tiger Johnson from Cleveland, Ohio, 140, and you're watching Goodfella TV.
Shout out to my friends from Goodfella TV, from Alexis Too Sexy Salazar.
All right, man, let's get into it, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And really ain't nobody talking about this. Everybody, you know, give the Mexicans a pass. A lot of the brothers scared to speak on it. A lot of the Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? You know, they gloss over it and they stay on code. They try to stay on code or whatever the situation may be, and they try to stay on code and stuff and not call out the bull stuff. So really, don't nobody, especially when you talk about in media today, they don't really care about the sport no more. They don't have any care about the sport. They don't care nothing about the sport no more. You know, everybody is, let me just get my money. Let me just get my money. Let me just get my money. That's it. Let me just get mine. And at the end of the day, you know, you got guys walking around here who never won a world title. Even if they got a world title, it was gifted, or they got it the easy way, or they got it handed to them. And they don't just go for like Hispanic fighters or Mexican fighters, just to be exact. You know, Tank Davis literally took the belt away from Alberto Machado and gave him and took the belt from him. So at some point, where do we draw the line at? Too many people calling themselves world champions that they don't deserve to be called world champions. Too many people calling themselves title holders who not title holders. It's a bunch of those in boxing where a lot of guys didn't take the belt from a champion. There's guys out here who got title defenses, but ain't still never fought no champion. That's just the honest truth. And it's not even the fact, the major part ain't even the fact that it's 4 belts. You know what I'm saying? You can live with the fact, okay, we got 4 champions, but a lot of these guys who got belts, you know, you can fight, you can unify with somebody and you still ain't fought a champion. That might sound stupid, right? But look at Jaron Ennis and Stayonis, for example. Stayonis never beat a champion to win a belt. Jaron Boots Ennis never beat a champion to win a belt. Say what you want to say about the politics. I think that, you know, and hopefully these sanctioned belt bodies don't stay around long. I believe if a belt is vacant, it should automatically be a 4-man tournament. Automatically. It should automatically be a 4-man tournament. If a belt is vacant, it should automatically be a 4-man tournament. The top 4 contenders, you know what I'm saying? I've always said this, and TKO took a lot of this talking points that I said too. I said that, you know, the ranking system should be the same across the board. I think somebody said this, not TKO. I think Turkey was saying this or something, that every sanctioned belt body should use the same group of 10 to 15 guys. Outside of that, you can rank however you want in the top 20, top 30. But in my opinion, it's a lot of guys going around calling themselves a champion who ain't took the belt away from a champion. You got to think about it. They done fought guys who've been called champions who won the vacant belt. Pretty sure somebody statistically did the statistics or did the math. It's been more vacant champions walking around here than ever in boxing. You got to remember, Baranchnik, I think he won a vacant title versus Navarrete. I could be wrong on that. You know, and then once you add it in, it's 4 belts. It's super watered down, so you can maneuver how you want to maneuver. I mean, Gervonta Davis waited for Devin Haney to drop his belt. He didn't get a lick of backlash. Not a drop of backlash on that. But hey, hit the link on your screen. That's the link where you can find me everywhere. It's the first link in the description. I pinned it in the live chat. Join the Patreon. You won't regret it. You know, find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Cash App, Venmo if you want to donate to the channel. Rolling the bottom of your screen, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal is in there as well too. Get your super chat or whatever. But yeah, we're here to talk about these ducking ass Mexicans, and nobody holding their feet to the fire. I have a video tomorrow talking about Mikey, and Mikey did an interview, I think, with Watson Media. Shout out to Jamel. And he talked about how Canelo ain't in it for the bread. No, I mean, he ain't in it for the glory no more. He only fighting for the money now, and like we supposed to be okay with that. Oh, he's only in it for the money, and he don't really care about fighting no more. He just care about getting his money, and that's all he really care about. And you know, he's trying to get $400 million, and at what? At the expense of the fans? At the expense of the sport? And you can't blame him because Floyd Mayweather turned around. And guess what he did? He destroyed the sport. He made it where, you know, we're going to just marinate, and where nobody's going to be better than me. You know, and in the video y'all see tomorrow, I talk about that. The passing of the torch, that used to be a thing. That ain't used to really count against you. Do people still call Muhammad Ali the greatest fighter of all time? Absolutely. He got beat up by Larry Holmes. You know, do people consider De La Hoya better than Chavez Sr.? No, De La Hoya beat an old Chavez Sr. in a passing of a torch fight. So that's what I don't understand. Like, okay, you lose in the twilight of your career is Nathan. It happens. You just passing the torch for the betterment of the sport. You know, De La Hoya, a lot of people feel like he robbed Pernell Whitaker. Does that make him better than Pernell Whitaker? No. Not at all. Not at all. So, you know, when you start to look at these things and start looking at it, the passing of the torch or the rite of passage in those the younger fights, that's you know, would really transfer power. And when they stopped doing that, you see it on HBO, and they refused to make Pacquiao and Mayweather and then pass the baton to one of the younger fighters, that's when you've seen the sport of boxing die. And Canelo only doing what Floyd Mayweather did. You know, De La Hoya even passed the torch to Floyd Mayweather. You know, even he did it. Even he passed the torch. Without him passing that torch, would Mayweather be what he is today? No. That De La Hoya fight changed the trajectory of Floyd Mayweather's career in boxing. It changed the trajectory of boxing in his career. So, you know, Canelo was just doing what was taught, what he seen Mayweather do, which is very, very unfortunate because the passing of the torch, that was the great thing about boxing. And sometimes not everybody was able to get the torch. Some of them old fighters, they won. They won. But, you know, we got guys like Vergil Ortiz who've been in this sport for 9 years, and he hasn't got a world title. And it's like to the point where you got a particular guy and Ram Mazaliev who's offering him a title, who say you can come become a world champion. You've been through 3 weight classes, come become a world champion, and he getting a pass. You know, how many sports are Mexicans really good at, like the sport of boxing? How many sports do they reign, or are they at the top of the mountain at? Are they at the top of the mountain in soccer? I don't really watch soccer. In basketball, no. In MMA, I don't really know. But when you start, you know, asking yourself that question, where do they reign supreme at, like they reign in boxing? So I don't really understand, you know, why they not holding their fighters to the same accountability that they would like to hold the other fighters in the sport of boxing to. I don't understand that. Literally, Vergil Ortiz has just been around here. He been accused of being on that ish, right? Took some time off. He outgrew 147, outgrew 140 pounds. I know at 54, he probably about to outgrow 54. And all he does is hold up fake belts. That's like him holding up a 2 pound trout. You know what I'm saying? That's like him catching some seaweed at the lake and holding it up like it's a fish. Like it's a trout, like it's some salmon or something like that. This dude got more pictures with fake belts than anything. At what point is people gonna say, well, why you don't fight Mazzaglia? Hey, you know what he's doing. He's trying to wait till that WBA be vacant and get a free belt. Do you really feel like a champion if you got to take the route of the easiest or the least resistance to become a champion? You got to ask yourself that. Do you really feel like a champion? Do you really feel like a man? I'm a man without it. Of course, you can punk people if you got a gun in your hand, you point the gun, you got a pistol and they ain't got one. Without that gun, do you still feel like you that ninja? No, you don't. They don't believe in him. They don't believe in Ryan Garcia. Garcia's never contended for a title. He's never attempted to fight for a title. He missed weight. He been to 3 weight classes, ain't fought for the title. But this the same Oscar De La Hoya who want to get on the internet and act like we ain't see him with a fishnet and a dildo up his butt and act like his player. Wherever you guys tried on heels. No, Oscar, just your weird self. It's the same promotional company that's run by De La Hoya who criticized everything that everybody else got going on in Canelo, but his top 2 fighters who've been around the sport forever, never contended for a world championship. Never. You know, tried to fight Boots. Guess what? If you ain't gonna fight Boots at 147 pounds, you ain't fighting for a title. Why don't his fighters never want to fight for a title? If he don't fight for a title by July 6, 2026, it'll be 10 years in the sport and Vergil Ortiz never fought for a title. Ryan Garcia, come next June 2026, it'll be 10 years he never contended for a world championship. De La Hoya got 2 fighters who never contended for a world championship, a world title. And best believe if it was an easy way to get the title, they would get it. But De La Hoya always preaching the best should fight the best. He's the culprit. All him and Mayweather did was talk all that, oh, Bob Arum stealing money and all this. All they did was do the same thing that Bob Arum did. They did it worse. Vergil Ortiz has got one of the best resumes for a prospect contender, but when you add it up, he's been a prospect and contender for 10 years, almost a decade. And the champion is begging to get him a title shot in Mazaliev, and he don't want to take it. I don't blame him. His last two performances, I felt like he lost to Sergey Bokachuk. And if you going, and a lot of y'all don't score boxing on how it's supposed to be scored, y'all sound like a woman. I'm trying not to cuss. Y'all sound like a woman saying, "Oh, I just feel. What do you mean you just feel? This ain't TikTok Ninja. This ain't TikTok. It's a scoring system. 10-8, 10-9, 10-7, 10-6 on rare occasions. That's how you score it. 10-9 or 10-10, whatever you want to score it. That's how you score it. It ain't just I feel. No, that's not how you score a fight. That's when you ask people how you score the fight. But I just feel. No, feel these nuts. How is your scoring card look? And they can't tell you because they don't even know how to score a card. You got a lot of people who got microphones, who need headphones on this whole thing, who telling y'all, oh, this person, that person won, but they don't have a scorecard. They don't know how to score a fight. When you start asking them and deep diving and asking them real boxing questions, they don't have a clue. It's a lot of Stacey Dash and Alicia Silverstones walking around the sport in this sport of boxing in the media. It's a bunch of clueless individuals. I keep telling y'all that. Anytime, black people get to supporting black fighters on a rare occasion, we all get behind the black fighter. It's called tribalism. They live in tribalism. They thrive in tribalism. Mexicans, whites, they thrive in it. But guess what? Jerron Boots Ennis still make 47 and he got a title. He got handed the title, got gifted the title, gift wrap, bow on it, Santa Claus, gift wrap. Vergil Ortiz couldn't even do that. He didn't have the discipline to make the weight. He don't have the discipline to make the weight, bro. He don't have the discipline to make the weight. He don't have the balls to get in the ring with the top fighters. But he got the nerve to say somebody ducking him. He ducked Bud twice for a title shot. Well, I didn't know. Well, you gave Oscar De La Hoya total autonomy of your career. Of course you didn't want to know Donnell Jones, or who is it? I don't want to know if you're playing me. Keep it. Yeah, of course you didn't want to know. Of course you didn't want to know, sir. Look at him. Started off at 140 pounds for the first 2 years of his career. Couldn't make the weight no more. Went up to 147. Stayed there for a minute. Couldn't make the weight. Couldn't get a title fight. Now he been at 54. And like I said, he still don't have a title. All you see is interim title fight. Interim international WBO. International. Come on, bruh. He got more international, intercontinental, interim, triple wood belts than anybody. At what point do we say, man, I should fight Mazaliev? No, here go Oscar De La Hoya. Well, we need a homecoming fight. His whole career been a tune-up. This dude took almost a year and a half off. What do you need a tune-up for? He ain't got a title. He ain't reached the pinnacle of the sport. He ain't reached the top of the sport. And then what they do? They call out Errol Spence. When Turkey Al-Sheikh is willing to pay you to fight Mazaliev. I don't understand it. What happened to the heart of a Mexican? Where did the Mexican warrior spirit, where did the courage go? And they gloss over this, and people in the media don't speak about this. You speak about stuff like this, they slow your channel down. I ain't gonna stop. They do all that hating on black fighters who do this and do that, and we don't want to give y'all an opportunity, and then y'all kill us. But look at him. He's sassy. Yeah, he's sassy. Sassy Ortiz. Is he scared he's scared he can't win a title? You calling out Errol Spence, who in a wheelchair right now with one eye, could be facing a Fed case. We don't know. What you calling out an inactive fighter for? And you got a champion right in your face. Right in your face, you got a champion right in your face who say, well, let's do the fight. Let's fight. I want you, you got a champion chasing the challenger. And what happened? What happened? It said right here. Ortiz team turned down the fight against Mazaliev. last week. Then De La Hoya said, we want to come back and we want to fight Errol Spence. Shut up. You want to fight an active fighter. A fighter who ain't fought going on what, 3 years now? He ain't fought. Come on. Come on. What's the 411 is, bro? What's the 411? But it's the same dude who like to get back on Clapback Thursday. Sassy clap himself. He the same dude that want to get on there and tell nothing but lies. Come on, man. A lot of the fighters you work with is on peds. Let's keep it real. People, Canelo was working with you when he popped hot. Ryan was working with you when he got popped hot. All of a sudden, Vergil Ortiz had rhabdomyosis. Blair Cobb called him out and said, you know, he said a fact that most people that get that is an effect from PEDs. He accused him of being on PEDs. Guess what? You know, I'm a lawyer up. I mean, what you lawyering up for? If it ain't true, it ain't true. What you need to get a lawyer for? If it ain't true, it ain't true. Let's see your vital test records and all that. Bet they don't exist. I bet it ain't an extensive drug test record. I tell you that right now. Birds of a feather flock together. Say what you want to say about a lot of people. Them Mexicans, if they can cheat, they will cheat. And if they get caught, they turn the other cheek and don't nobody talk about it like it ain't happening, like ain't nothing happening. What did they get this immunity for in boxing? They ain't never been the best. Even when it started, it was English fighters. The Queensberry rules. Boxing started in Great Britain, in the UK. They ain't never been the best. Name me the last time. Maybe people can point to Salvador Sanchez and get an argument there, but they ain't never been the best. Look out the top 10. Where they at? You Roberto Duran. Y'all claim Roberto Duran? I don't think they do. Panama claim. He Panamanian. Don't claim his Mexican side. So you start looking at the top 10 best. Yeah, you know. Muhammad Ali, you know, Joe Louis, Sugar Ray Robinson, Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roy Jones Jr., you know, Roberto Duran. We start going up and down that list, they ain't top 10 ain't nowhere to be found. Aaron Pryor would have castrated Chavez, a senior, in front of everybody, and everybody know that. Pernell embarrassed him. He embarrassed him. Mildred Taylor should have beat him. So don't start. Y'all ain't nowhere to be found. This is one of the sports that they actually good at. Right? So why not hold y'all fighters accountable? It ain't like Mazaliev is a black fighter. What y'all got to worry about? He ain't about to get out there and quote unquote what they say do is run. He ain't about to run. He gonna be right in your face looking for a fight. But guess what? He don't think he can win, so he turned the fight down. He deserved, you know, De La Hoya said he deserved a homecoming tune-up versus a top 10 guy. Bro, your whole career been a tune-up. Your whole career been a tune-up. You ain't worth protecting. You fought in Vegas. Ain't nobody come to that. They had to get tickets away at the In-N-Out Burger and the Raising Cane's inside the Mandalay Bay for people to come see you. Nobody going to see Vergil Ortiz. He ain't no pool. He ain't nobody care Vergil Ortiz fight. Nobody in Dallas stopping their time, putting their tortillas down, putting their Whataburger down to watch Vergil Ortiz fight. They not doing it. At the little Dickey Center, you know what I'm saying? You know, at the Cowboy Stadium backyard, in the parking lot, nobody cares about Vergil Ortiz to be protecting them that much. And that's why they hiding them away from Charles Conwell too. Same thing they did with Rashidi Ellis. You're protecting an invaluable asset. What's so valuable about Vergil Ortiz? Nathan. He's nothing special. He's an accident waiting to happen. His last 2 fights, he's been an accident waiting to happen. He may go down and never win a world title fight. He may never win a world title fight. He may never win a world title fight. And it's just real. Turning down championship fights, you never had a title, hoping the WBA become available so you can get an easy lick. That's all it is. I'm gonna wait for Fondor. Nobody care. Everybody gonna watch Fondor and then Vergil Ortiz. Nobody gonna pay $80 for that. People watch, but nobody care about Fondora don't sell no tickets and Vergil don't sell no tickets. So what you trying to? I understand protecting Ryan Garcia. What you protecting Vergil for? At some point, you got to take the training wheels off the boy and let him fight somebody. That's crazy to me. And then you got this buster. Hold on. Then you got this buster. You know what I'm saying? This buster got dropped by Tevin Farmer. This buster right here. Just the busters of Mexico. The busters of Mexico. You got this buster right here. Two busters. One switch hitting buster and one scary buster. No, look at Uncle Coon Buster. Come on, look at these guys, man. This dude literally ran from Shakur Stevenson. He literally ran from him, and nobody in the media write articles about him or Vergil Ortiz or nobody like that. Like they slander Bud, they slander Keyshawn, they slander Shakur, they slander black fighters all day, but ain't none of the smoke for these guys. He fighting Tevin Farmer a second time and had a debatable and got dropped by Tevin Farmer. What are we talking about? He was supposed to get in the ring with Shakur Stevenson, said he was having a child, and then all of a sudden turned around and fought Tevin Farmer. What is they protecting these guys for? Why do De La Hoya even got a stable? Stable of finesse. They was just all on Facebook Watch. Nobody care about Golden Boy. They do them little Saturday cards. I never watched. That Latino fight card, I did not watch. Them Thursday cards, I do not watch. For what? What am I watching for? They have no talent over there for real. He's scared to fight Shakur Stevenson, bruh. He had to get a second look at Philadelphia's own Tevin Farmer. That's enough said right then and there. Come on. Come on. Who needs to watch him? Trash. He garbage. Throw him in the trash. Throw him in the trash. He got dropped by Tevin Farmer. When they start importing made in China chins in Mexico. Come on, when they started importing, them cheap old Timu chins in Mexico. It's trash. De La Hoya need to blow that whole stable up. A stable of ass. It smell like when you walk into the strip club locker room. Ass. And what's they thing got Golden Boy to do? Why they scared Dana coming in? Always putting a fake belt around these niggas' waist. Look at this. They always putting a fake belt around this. Don't that look like the real belt? He ain't no champ. They love putting fake belts around these. He ain't no champ. They should take this flag and burn it. They should not allow him to take a picture with the Mexican flag. Why is that flag behind him? He doesn't embody what that flag means. It should be a flag of ass. Hairy, old Mexican ass. Not only is they destroying their family name, their self-integrity, they destroying the sport, and they making Mexico look bad. You making them look bad. And De La Hoya talk all this junk about who ducking who ain't fighting who. He got a stable full of ducks. He got more female on his roster than Jake Paul do. Bunch of broads over there. Bunch of broads. Nobody respect these dudes, and none of these dudes gonna call a spade out like I am. Come on, nobody gonna call a spade out. Dudes don't believe in themselves, bro. And they waiting for the opportunity to get the easiest belt. I stopped calling these dudes title holders and champions. They not title holders or champions. If you find a way to get an easy belt, that just confirms what we already knew, that boxing has become it's become sissified. It's become a participation trophy. Everybody get a belt. Everybody get a medal. Everybody can find a why I can duck this title. Don't forget about Munguia. I like Munguia, but he never challenged for another world title after he fought Saddam Ali. Never fought one at 160. Never fought for a title. Well, he did fight Canelo, but he never really challenged for a world title. Canelo was Canelo. That was for the money. He didn't care nothing about the title. It was another De La Hoya fighter. But he don't want to always cast a stone, always telling lies. He pimping his fighters just as Bob Arum pimped them. That's what they say. When you allow the weak to get in power, they abuse the power. They abuse their position. You seeing that with these women in this country. De La Hoya is no different. You would think somebody who been pimped by Bob Arum would have some type of leniency or would have some type of understanding and want to be better for the fighters. But no, when you play with your nose like that, you know, when you pay females or transgender to play with you like that, you got a high overhead. You got a high overhead. He got a high overhead. So money come in, money going out fast. It's tragic over there at Golden Boy. He got some great fighters in Kenneth Sims and Charles Conwell. But as a black fighter, why would you? That got to be your only option to sign with De La Hoya. De La Hoya signed black fighters to keep them in the basement. Let's keep it real. He signed black fighters to keep them in the basement. Give them a little food, a little water, put you niggas in the cage. Put some hay in your crate, in your cage, so you can stay warm when it get cold at night. That's what he treat y'all. Y'all ain't nothing but no slaves. Y'all ain't nothing but Toby, Chicken George. That's what y'all is to him. And you know, Bernard from the city of Brotherly Scrubs. That was more disrespect to Bernard than Philly, but hey, however they want to take it. You know, he that dude from Life. The gun line boss. The gun line boss. The gun line boss. Letting De La Hoya bust up his back. Chazaur's IBF mandatory with 100 losses is crazy. I didn't know he still was alive. Locos No Pass salute. Black Jericho salute. I see people on IG saying, wow, Vergil not on the ring pound for pound list and saying that they lose some credibility. Might be time to get off this shit stinking. Like pound for pound list. What? Pussy for pussy list? I'm just telling y'all, man, they do lost his last 2 fights, in my opinion, bro. Like I said, Mexicans is terrible. They're worse than American fans. He said, or 2 other champs fight each other for a vacant belt. Go to the. I can agree with that. That's a great Pudangles. Shout out to LA. That's a great. Yeah, 2 other champions should fight for a vacant belt. I definitely agree with that rule. Either a 4-man tournament or 2 other fighters fight for a belt. Matter of fact, we just need 1 belt. All we need is 1 mic, 1 belt. The TKO system was almost perfect. The financials holding them back. Well, if you read the article, they not looking for established fighters. They looking to build fighters. So they not looking to go out there and get established fighters. They looking out there for the young, bright, mid-level talent. Why would you want any of these stanky-ass fighters anyway? Ain't nobody work for them right now anyway. You might as well build guys from the ground up. But yeah, but pay scale for them, like I said before, they should find their own route. They should go mess with overtime boxing. Use some of their talent. But them fighters don't deserve to get paid what they getting paid anyway. That's what I say. We put our life on the line. You chose the occupation. Could have went to go rap. Could have been a doctor. Apparently, it's okay for Vergil Ortiz to take a break to court. Break for what? You was off for 1 year and 6 months. What you need a break for? Come on. Don't you want a world title? Dude, and like I said, man, Mexican sad, bro. They used to be about something back in the day. They ain't about ish. He said Ram is waiting for unfortunate stranger, aka Vergil Ortiz, to walk in his walk in. He's a liar, so he can get victimized. De La Hoya be how to know what time it is about that. I mean, he lost his last 2 fights to Eastern Europeans. I don't care what they say. Vergil Ortiz is overrated. He know it. These Mexican fighters just be wanting a nice black fighter name on their resume, no matter the situation, because they so insecure. They want to be like us. They say, Mexico, they want to be like us. I thought you knew. Compton, They want to. Oakland is just like Compton, San Antonio. They want to be like. That's what it is. It's the only sport they good at that I know of. What they good at? Pool. They got a good pickleball team. They got their baseball player solid though. In the Little League World Series. But they be let me stop. These Mexican fighters just be okay. I read that one. Who told this man to cook? Oh, don't worry about it. I'm gonna keep cooking. I'm about to put some tortillas on the little oven, little thing. About to grill them tortillas up. You know, you put some ground turkey in there. I season my fucking Mexican food though. I think people would dismiss it if your fights are entertaining. Oh, ain't the most entertaining in the world. Ain't that much entertaining in the world can make up for what a real big fight will feel like. When the last time you felt like it was a big fight? Real talk. What did you feel like the last time you felt like it was a big fight? These fights don't feel big. No Diddy. No Harvey Weinstein. No Kevin Spacey. These fights don't feel like when Mayweather fought Shane Mosley, it had a big fight feel. When Holyfield and Tyson was fighting, that had big fight feel. Even when Lennox fought Tyson, that had a big. We don't get that feeling no more. Even when Crawford and Spence, it had that feel, but it didn't really have that feel. Like these fights you see today. If I see them, I see them. If I don't, I don't. If I didn't cover this, I wouldn't go back and watch half of them. To be honest. They don't have the feel. They don't have the build-up. These fighters don't have the character. They're soulless. What that dude say on Philly's Most Wanted? Our guns that make James Brown lose his soul. They soulless. Boxing has no soul no more. I mean, you watch the NBA. It's soulless. These sports don't have soul, spirit, nothing. It's hollow. It's dense. It's nothing. It's nothing no more. This is what happened when people don't have a passion for what they do. Of course, I like getting money. Of course, they should get compensated. They don't have a passion for this no more. This is just an occupation. This is just you punching the clock in the dead end job for these guys. That's it. It's not a passion. One thing you used to get from Mexican fighters, they used to fight their ass off. It didn't matter who it was. They fought with a passion. They fought valiantly, even if the deck was stacked against them. They fought their ass off. That's not like that no more. The American black fighters ain't healthy no more. Or excuse me, not healthy, but they're not hungry no more. Nobody is fighting because they're a fighter no more. Crawford is like one of the last few. Everybody is fighting as a mercenary. Ain't nobody fighting because they love this shit. They fighting because I ain't got another way to make money. And they're not even fighting with a certain desperation no more. At least with a certain desperation, you used to fight to feed your family. They ain't even fight like that no more, bro. All these fighters fight passive. They fight scared to lose. They don't fight with no aggression no more. Everybody hit not to get hit. Ain't nobody willing to take something to get some. I mean, Artur Gotti rolling over in his grave watching these whole ass niggas. Boxing is spiritless right now. Down to the media, all the way down to the commission, down to the people that call the fight. There's no enthusiasm about boxing. Even when they make these big fights, it's like, if I see it, I see it. You know, when, De La Hoya used to fight, he fought Trinidad. I mean, what legendary nights you going to do on this era of boxing? None. It's nothing entertaining that you want to know about these guys. There's no sauce in the sport of boxing no more. We don't have enough fighters. We got too many professional boxers. We don't have enough fighters. We just don't. We don't have enough fighters. We got a bunch of boxers. That's their occupation. This is the third time. Nate John said it's third time turning down a world title shot in his weight class. And yeah, Boot was the champion in the lower division and got flamed everywhere for wanting to unify in this division. Of course, a lot of their arguments, it depends on your skin color. It depends on if they like you or not. That's a fact. Ciao, Gennaro, salute. Bill Haney was right all along. But the thing about this too is, and one thing he didn't take into his equation is that people get tired of seeing the same team dominate a sport. People got tired of the Bulls. They were just lucrative. People got tired of the Patriots dominating. Black fighters have dominated almost since they've been able to integrate into boxing. Jack Johnson, Joe Louis, Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali. You know, you can even go in between there. Sonny Liston, Floyd Patterson, Black Murderers Row, George Foreman, Joe Frazier. I mean, you had great little fighters. Mark Too Sharp. You had Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Aaron Pryor, Marvin Hagler, Thomas Hearns. You had guys in between that. You had Mark Breland, Donald Curry. I mean, you can just go on and on and on. You know, Terry Norris was solid. Mildred Taylor still became a world champion. You know, you had great fighters. Roger Mayweather, James Toney, John David Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. Ronnie Shields was a good fighter. Up and down that board, you can go looking. All throughout the weights, from heavyweight to light heavyweight. Michael Moore. Michael Spinks, two of the greatest light heavyweights in my opinion. Archie Moore, throw him in there. Roy Jones Jr., throw him in there. You know, you go to the super middleweight division, James Toney, Roy Jones Jr., Andre Ward. I mean, you can just keep going and going. Middleweight, Bernard Hopkins, Marvin Hagler. You know what I'm saying? It's just a plethora of guys that you had. The Dom Jermaine Taylor. You can just keep going and going and going. Junior middleweight, Jermell Charlo was just light heavyweight champion. I mean, undisputed champion. Julian J. Rock. Well, he was champion too, unified champion. But Julian Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather was champion. I mean, you could just keep just naming these guys. You know, you had G-Man, Gerald McClendon at 160, going on to welterweight. Paul Williams throughout his career. He did some great things at 147 pounds. So when you start looking up and down, like you could just go out throughout history. Lightweight, Shane Mosley, Pernell Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather, Aaron Pryor. I mean, you could just go all up. 130. Floyd might be one of the greatest super featherweights of all time. Up and down the weights, we dominate. Up and down the weights, we dominate. So they should hate. They should get tired of seeing that. Just a fact. So of course we're gonna be graded on a correct scale, and they're gonna be graded on the curve. Because without the curve, there's no way they could be in the same ballpark. They could be in the same arenas. They should be fighting on the same undercard. They fight on the undercard. We fighting at the Staples Center. They should be fighting at the. They should be fighting or the Crypto.com arena. They should be fighting at the Clippers practice facility. Hope Tevin Farmer get the run. They fight in Mexico. He ain't got a chance. Tevin better be getting paid more because he took himself to Mexico. So only way he winning is pulling a Bruno Sars. Yup. You know, BK Don 718, salute. Oscar got the Mighty Ducks over there here at Golden Boy. Yup. No Emmanuel Estevez neither. No, come on. And not only they the Mighty Ducks that's on that shit too. Don't forget that. Quite a few of their fighters on that shit too, in my Baltimore voice. Taking all that shit up their ass and still can't get one world champion over there. Tell him pull off, he deserve a title shot. He deserve Tank. Tank need to stop ducking. Man, these guys are overpaid, overhyped, and don't want to take no risks. This is why you need a dictator in boxing. Fight the best or retire. You do. Facts. Dictatorship is the way to go. Larry Cartwright, salute the super chat. Yeah, we need dictatorship. Shit. Dana White. A lot of these dudes would rather go work at 7-Eleven. You know, and Canelo is the master of it all. You know, Mikey like, well, he made his money. He don't care. Okay, if he don't care, why we keep paying this dude? Why y'all keep watching? Is y'all weekends or Saturday nights that boring? Come on. Real talk. Shit, this is one time I say go buy some ass. Yeah, this is one time I say go buy some ass. Stop watching this dude fight. Why do you need to watch him fight William Skull for? If your life that pathetic that you got no motion going on, that you got. And if something good happened, hit me up. I'll give you the link to the replay. I didn't watch the Munguia fight. I didn't watch the Berlanga fight. If I did, I rewatched them. I ain't watching that shit live. You crazy. You crazy. You crazy. At some point, y'all got to stop streaming. Y'all got to stop hashtagging it, talking about it, and stop paying them. And that's the dark side about Turkey out of sheep. He willing to reward bad behavior. BS boots get criticized and he's entertaining. Yeah, it don't matter. They like who they like and they hate who they hate. Apparently, Vergil had 2 hard fights, so he needs a break. Man, boy, been out. He's out a year and a half of rhabdomyosis. He lost them 2 fights. Every fight should be a hard fight. Go fight another one till you get a world championship. Then you probably deserve a little room up. Yep, Winky right. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of Chad Dawson. One of my favorite fights to watch is John Pascal and Carl Froch. No, y'all ain't never seen that one. That was a good one. I think that was at 68. Zepeda will have a bumpy back. Oh, yeah, you already know it is. De La Hoya probably spared them cheeks and put that syringe in there. Zepeda wasn't enrolled and testified. I don't know. I don't really follow these dudes, bro. I tried to watch that fight, but I thought it was the main event. And it was Ramirez and some guy he was fighting. Nobody got time to watch no cruiserweights. I don't care nothing about Jai Opaki or Gilberto Ramirez. I don't care. If you got to watch cruiserweight boxing in America, your life must be pretty much pathetic. Your life got to be pathetic. Real spiel. But y'all any other questions, I'll answer them. But yeah, this dude set the tone for the whole sport. And everybody following his lead. Killing the sport every day. Every day they killing a little bit more and more and more. And, so be it. They gonna suck all the money up out the sport. I hope Indiana beat LeBron. And I can't. Did y'all see that interview LeBron did today? That dude went to the white man's platform and started talking about a black man. He went to a white man platform and threw the 70s under the bus. Did y'all ever see Carmen Citron get knocked out in the 70s, bro? I mean, Kermit Washington knock out Rudy Tomjanovich in the 70s. Nasty work. He got kicked out the league. He split his muffin all the way open. Real talk. He split his space all the way. He bled all over the court. 70s ball was different. But like I continue to tell y'all, LeBron is a narcissist, bro. He's a single bitter baby mama in a black man's body. That's what he is. He got a lot of female tendencies. That's why a lot of people don't like him. No humble. He's not a humble guy. It's not a humble guy. He making those comments about generations because people say he didn't dominate his generation. He's a very disrespectful person. He love to go to that. He love to start podcasts and go on white people podcasts. That's why I say, man, I tell y'all brothers, you can't put your blackness in these athletes or these entertainers. They sellouts. They sellouts. He chooses to start a podcast with who? With JJ Redick. Man, who get the job at LA? When has he ever put a black man in position to get a job in the NBA? He got ninjas fired and banned out the league. He got Dwight kicked out the league. He got Mario Chalmers kicked out the league. Come on, that's what I be telling you. I don't like that dude. Real talk. And then when he left Ohio, when he left Cleveland for Miami, you know what he said? Well, the Cleveland people always look down on the Akron people. Like, bro, like, come on, man. That's like a woman saying you about to smash, and she tells you like, oh, I'm only doing this because I really, really like you, but then she asks you for $100. No, you doing this for $100. You doing this for that 200 in my Corey Holcomb voice. Get out of here. Come on. It's like a girl that wants you to take her out before she give you some. Just to say you didn't get it for free. But she really just want to give it to you. But she wants the story to be tell her homegirls, yeah, he took me out. We went to get something to eat and he was just so sexy, instead of just trying to make it seem like she not a whore, but you're a whore. You know what I'm saying? You're a whore. Women do that. Oh, you should take me out first, and then I'm like, bro, I'm not playing those games. Off topic, but I want to hear that Jamal was coming back on Plant undercard and made Plant to smack him on the. I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow. Like Charlo coming back. Y'all gotta ask any questions. Charlo coming back to fight on his oppressor's undercard. This is why PBC sucks. They always marinate stuff. Charlo and Plant should be coming back on the same card on free Amazon Prime. It should be no wait for Charlo and Caleb Plant. They should be fighting next. What we marinating for? They should be fighting next, regardless. Charlo always leaving and then doing the tune-up, then leaving for nobody trying to hear that. They should be in the same ring lining it up. PBC, they always want to elongate stuff out. They always want to stretch fights out and then give it to you when you don't care no more. No Diddy, no Harvey Weinstein, no Kevin Spacey. I don't even care, bro. I legit don't care. That's a fact. I legitimately don't care. Well, I mean, you coming back and showcasing them on the card, and then down the line, a year later, they going to fight each other. I don't care. When that fight was hot, y'all didn't make it. Flat out. They always missing the boat. Caleb Plant going to be in there. And ain't nobody at 68 that he going to fight that's any good versus nobody. Charlo going to be in there versus nobody once again. Probably get blown out his mind again and not be gone for 2 or 3. Who cares? Who cares? Literally, we know how this game, how it's about to go. We know how it's about to go. We know exactly how this is about to go with Charlo. Get out of here, man. And nobody want to see his brother come back neither. For what? Who cares? We don't care about your brother coming back neither, Playboy. And now they want to give us another washed up fight that they should have gave us years ago. Come on. It just don't they process makes 0 sense. They process makes 0 sense. They process makes 0 sense. So, come on. They process makes 0 sense. So, it's whatever. So, but, if y'all ain't got nothing else, appreciate y'all for tapping in. Why does I go for? I try to shoot for an hour. But, but other than that, I mean, I hope it's a free card, but I don't know, man. Boxing is just, I don't know. I don't know. All sports in America is in a tough place right now. Baseball refuses to evolve. That's what happened when you get old people. They core fan base is baby boomers. I've always said this. If you ever want to grow a sport, you grow it from the root, you grow it with the children. Get the children involved. They bring their friends. They bring their parents. That's how you grow a sport. Baseball just refuses to become more entertaining. But that's what you happen when you get old people. You get old people in politics that's running the country. They don't know what's best. They don't know what's going on outside, but they telling us what's best for the country. What was an issue 20, 30 years ago is not an issue right now. So really, they don't know what they're doing. And when you get old people doing political things in the country, they don't know what they're doing. Old people running baseball, they don't know what they're doing. Even though the numbers and we got to do something different, they refuse to do something different. It's a fantastic to play. Baseball is fun to play. You know what I'm saying? Like it is. It's a great team bonding experience. You know, people love to play. You know, it's drinking Capri Suns, Gatorade. You know, it's a great sport to play. But watching it is terrible. You know, how do they improve the watch? I can't tell you. You know, do I like going to the games? Yeah, I mean, I like sitting in the sun. I think it's a perfect first date, to be honest. Ticket ain't gonna be too expensive. You'll be able to conversate in your average ballpark. You'll be able to conversate with a woman. Y'all can sit in the sun, have a great conversation, plenty of room. It's a great first date. It's a great first date. You know, if it ain't the date ain't going well, you can just say, I'm going to the bathroom. You ain't got to worry about no check, no nothing, and not come back and leave her at the ballpark. If she said the Cheesecake Factory ain't good enough, you can just leave her at the ballpark. I mean, it's a win-win when you take a chick to the baseball game. Take it cheap. If she bullshit, you can just leave her there. I mean, it's great. I'm telling you, it's a great first date. Sit in the sun in some ballparks. Shit. It's going good. Guess what? I'm pretty sure a bar nearby. Bam. He said, where Tank been quiet? You notice he ain't said nothing about Canelo, saying that he should have been disqualified. You ain't see Chicken George Tank say nothing about Canelo. Butter biscuit, dry biscuit from Popeye eating Tank Davis ain't say nothing about that. Baltimore been crashing out all year and all last year. Angel Reese crashing out. Just hilarious, just less hilarious, just less hilarious is crashing out because she about to get fired. And look at Tank. Lost his last fight. Canelo, his idol Canelo, threw him under the bus. And look at him. He ain't got no vitriol for Canelo. No, he ain't got nothing to say about Canelo. He a good boy. He a good slave. They're going to give him an honorary citizenship in Mexico. Mark my words. He going to get honorary citizenship in Mexico. He going to get honorary citizenship in Mexico. Mark my words. He already got the height and the body build. He built like a Mexican. He built like he had put drywall up and staple shingles to a roof. He looked like a middle-aged Mexican woman. That's how he built. He built like a middle-aged Mexican woman. 5'3". Oh man. He probably think it was Al Canelo. Man. These raccoons don't never got, man, boxing, all these dudes, man. These boxers is raccoons, bro. That's one thing you figure out. All these black boxers is raccoons, bro. Ain't no real solid dudes. We thought Deontay was solid. Then he got to twerking and talking about guzzling his grandpa's semen and shit. What happened to Crash Out Wilder, bro? Wilder crashed out. None of these dudes pro-black, bro. They don't care. They pro-green. They pro their pockets. They don't care nothing about nothing. It's like in the real world. We got a lot of vitriol and hatred and malice against each other. When it comes to the other, we show a lot of grace. We're very meek when it comes to the other. It's a fact. Like Jericho, he said, you think Tank would be in shape, but he built like a man. And he built like an NBA Jams player from Sega Genesis. built like a Lego. Built like a yellow Lego with a purse. Canelo runs Tank. Come on, he ain't had nothing to say about Canelo. Nothing to say about Canelo. Real talk. Baltimore looking real bad. Wilder went to the witch doctor and she put a spell in. Yeah, when I seen him busting it open, I said I ain't even gonna talk about that cuz. Women to do that to you. That's one reason why they used to send women to the upper room. She's a witch. She used to send them hoes to the upper room quick. Used to send them to the upper room quick. I think every day y'all starting to see why they treated women, women didn't have rights. Women couldn't pick their husband. Women couldn't talk. Women had to cover up. You seeing every day why. You seeing every day why women didn't have no rights. Why them Arab brothers don't let them women say nothing over there. You seeing every day. And if dudes wanted to take it back to that, it would be nothing women can do. And I guarantee you, the average dude want to do that. They will want to take women. They're not gonna admit it. Because women didn't have their fun. We living in a matriarchy. It's destroying the culture. Did y'all see that brother took his son to prom? I talked about it at Free Game 89. Go check it out. I think the video already came up. Dog, y'all see the brother? Like, dog, he was so hurt in his face, bro. That's what it looked like when your wife, when you probably used to be a cool fly ninja, used to have all the masculinity and pull in your life. You used to have it all. You used to have it all in your life, bro. You used to have it all. And you marry this woman and she emasculates you. He was emasculated, bro. He's been emasculated. Cause my wife can threaten to leave me and divorce me over that if I don't take my son to prom because he couldn't find a date. And yes, I said it right. He said, we would just be getting divorced. I'm just not getting disrespected like that, bro. I'm not getting disrespected like that, flat out. Hold on real quick. I'm not getting disrespected like that. Me personally, I ain't getting disrespected like that. I'm trying. There's certain things that I ain't doing. And that's one of them. I'm not taking my son to prom. I ain't even taking my daughter to prom. I'm hiring somebody. That was so disturbing. Let me see if I can find that video. He was so uncomfortable. You just tell his wife made a big deal like that. Women emasculate dudes. That's why they so quick to leave you so quick, because they stripped you of your masculinity, your masculine identity, bro. Like, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, bro. And I'm not disrespecting this man because I understand this shows that he'd do anything for his son. His son should be very fortunate to have a father like this, because when they talking about I die for my family, I die, man. He definitely would die for his son. He definitely would die. His son was so happy to see him do this, and he came in the same like it ain't. I couldn't do it, bro. And they were so happy that his son was so happy that he came. Them was legit tears. You could tell they battled and he didn't want to beat it, but he came for his son. No, did he? He did it for, and the sacrifices that fathers got. He's a father. You could tell that woman broke him. You could tell that he don't want to be there, but you could tell that woman badgered him. And I'm telling you, bro. You could tell the look on his face, bro. Like, his friends ain't gonna never look. He ain't gonna get the respect that he used to get. But he like, shit, I'm probably 50 years old. I done lived my life. I done knocked some women down. Married life destroys masculine man, bro. It destroys you, bro. And if you see in the comments that they had in the comment section, there was a lot of women in there, and you know who was in there praising him for this. We get praise for anything rainbow. We get praise for anything that we really shouldn't be doing against our nature, man. But he loved his son, flat out. He loved his son. He did this for his son. But man, as a man, I couldn't do it, bro. As a man, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I don't care. They can, man. Jesus himself had to come down here and make me do that. Quiet as cap, Arabs have it right when it comes to how they handle women. Oh yeah, for sure. Every day is showing you, damn homie, in high school you was the man. But I mean, that is what it is. I mean, I'm not here to criticize that brother, man. He's a parent, and I think it's apparent that he would he do anything for his son. So I think that's admirable. He said admirable, but whatever it is. Can't forget about Benavidez. Yeah, I speak on him. Yeah, I let him slide today. He said my son just ain't gonna have a date. I'm sure he wouldn't be the only one. Yeah, facts. I didn't go to my prom. I didn't really care. Crazy how Benavidez pushing for that belt now. Yeah, I really want him, man. We'll probably do part 2. We'll let Benavidez slide. He said, yeah, I ain't got nothing to prove to at that point. He said, my son reading Rainbow. Oh, man, praying for that man. He said, yeah, I agree with Benavidez. Ducking ain't no Mexican monster. Yeah. But, yeah, man, it's crazy. But I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Thumbs up the video. We can't leave this to be the last image. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all. Hit the link tree. You can find me everywhere from X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Join the Patreon. All that's inside the link tree in the description, pinned to the live chat.